sooner had I posted my video on making envelope liners, I was browsing for something else in my playlist, and I came across a much older video from a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the States who showed the exact same measurements for creating a custom size envelope liner, but you then use your envelope punch board to get it ready. So without further ado, I'm going to show you this other method, and now you have two choices. So see you in a minute at my craft table. Thanks for joining me at my craft table. So I wanted to show you a second method of making envelope liners using the envelope punch board. So we're assuming that you're pulling out your envelope punch board to make a custom sized envelope. Once you've made the envelope, then you want to make the liner. So here I have already made this. This is a envelope for a 4x4 card. So again, as I showed you in my previous video, you do the exact same measurements. Nothing's changed there. So you basically go to the top of your flap, go down to where the fold is on the envelope, and I see that it is 3 1/4. Okay, 3 1/4 to the fold. So again, the formula is you take 3 1/4 and you minus 1/4 so that you create the border on the flap. Cut your piece of paper to 3 by 3. So I've already done that. All right, here's a piece cut at 3 by 3. Now, the only thing that's different from the previous video is that you're now going to use your envelope punch board. So what you do is, whatever the measurement of this piece of paper happens to be, if it's 4 by 4, 3 by 3, 5 by 5, you're going to line it up to the corresponding number on the punch board. This is 3 by 3, so I'm going to line it up at the 3-inch mark. Okay, I'll bring this up so you can see it, right at the 3-inch. If this was 4 by 4, I would line it up at 4. If it was 5 by 5, I'd line it up at 5. All right, so I'm going to line this up at the 3-inch mark. And all you're going to do, you don't need your bone folder at all for this, or your scoring tool. You just need to punch. So punch, and you end up with a nicely finished edge. Now you want to do the opposite diagonal. So you're going to flip it over like that. All right, so you've got one here, and you're going to do this top corner. So again, you're going to line it up at 3 inches. Do another punch. So now you end up with a nicely rounded edge for that top flap. Now, important thing is, because I rounded the edge, or rounded that top corner of my envelope, I want around the edge of my liner. So I'm going to put that in my envelope punch board. At the back, I'm going to give it a punch. Okay. Now, as I said again, I'm a bit persnickety. So I'm going to actually score this. And so what you do is you're going to line up point to point on the scoreboard on this line, score line. And then just give it a little crease. Now don't press too hard because you can rip your paper. I'm just going to give a little bit of a crease. I'm going to fold it. Okay, I'm going to burnish it. All right, and now it's ready to put in my envelope. Let's just get rid of that. So again, you butt it up against that flap, center it, make sure it's even on each side. All right, you'll fold down the flap, and then you'll put some glue runner on here, and then you'll fold down the flap and glue it, and you'll end up with a lovely liner. And if you had wanted the other side of the paper, well, you would just do the opposite side. Okay, so I hope that trick helped you. 2 ways to do envelope liners. Go make some. Happy stamping. Bye for now.